And a good job by Will Howard. He took a shot there. He had pressure in his face, but he got that ball out in time. And Carnell Tate did the rest. Again, now that's a long way to go. Jalen Pate was tricep, probably a dead arm situation. He was able to get up and walk off the field, which is encouraging. Jalen Pate's a big man.
4 straight plays of 10 or more yards from Ohio State. Gonna toss outside. Jeremiah Smith brought down. Good to see him back on the field. Remember, he left, and that left ankle is taped heavily.
It's worth mentioning as we see G. Scott go off the field. Jeremiah Smith back in the game. Here we are halfway through November, but if the season goes according to plan, Ohio State still has 7 more games potentially to play. So part of this is keeping your team healthy and fresh into the later parts of the season. This is an NFL schedule in this version of today's college football.
It's so critical right now. Out of bounds. It's either going to be incomplete or nothing there. Good coverage from.
Really stout red zone defense, and for them it was about making sure Ohio State didn't get inside that 5-yard line where they're virtually impossible to stop.
28-yard try from Fielding.
The next break.
Jake's been asking for the dessert cart to make its way up here. I keep telling him there's no elevator to get the cart up.
I'll carry it if we have to. All right, I just want some dessert.
I got you. We'll make a pit stop for you.
SWB audio capture not registered.
Then brought down. McEuline makes it. Then handoff. Judkins bursting through that line. He is near the 35-yard line. It will be a first down for Ohio State. Judkins and Henderson, the 2-man dynamic duo. A lot of selflessness between those 2 guys, and they are totally good with it.
And again, that's really, it's a great example to talk about who this team is. Travion Henderson, you talk about selflessness. He's not worried about his individual stats. He's here to win championships. And talking to Ryan Day, gave us some insight that Ryan called Travion actually and asked him, is he okay with this? Travion, without hesitation, said, absolutely, coach. He knew Travion's great. His problem has just been able to stay on the field for the majority of the season. So now they're splitting carries. It keeps both of these guys fresh, which again, this is a long season. It's going to be critically important as we enter playoff territory.
Jake, and somebody who's dealt with this before, how the body takes such a beating over the course of a year to have 2 guys absorb that and not just give it to one guy over the course of the year. As you mentioned, 4 potentially bonus games. Howard throwing deep, looking Tate's way, and it's incomplete. Getting his hand on it was Fussell. Flag down in the defensive backfield.
SWB audio capture not registered.
Defense, 12 men on the field at the snap.
There he is. Brendan Flakes, I believe, number 15, the redshirt.
Howard pitches to Judkins. Judkins couldn't get out of the grass. That was a great tackle. Looked like Uline, who was shedding a block at the same time he was trying to make a tackle.
Yep, and he's working on Jelani Thurman, the big tight end. And Jelani, big tight end, 6'6", 260 pounds. Uline's 230. A good job winning at the point of attack there and throwing him off and making that play.
Henderson back in the backfield on 3rd and 2. Howard to the corner. Abuka. Incomplete pass.
So they got some youth in the secondary and a great learning opportunity and growth opportunity against this Ohio State wide receiver.
Fair catch called for and made by A.J. Henning. Take a break at Wrigley. First down for Northwestern. 5th catch for Bryce Kurtz.
First one in a while, though, right? Nice job working the out route. Nice throw by Jack Lausch. That's a long way for that ball to travel from the left hash all the way out to the right sideline.
First catch of the half for Kurtz. Was the favorite third down target early on in this ball game for Lausch. So from the 29-yard line, see if Northwestern can come up with something in this fourth quarter. And got rid of it quickly. Gets it to Komolafi. How about this drone shot from Clark's? Across the middle again, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Lang.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
It's such a great place to be in the summertime. Of course, you get the Cubs that are here, all the day games. And for those who don't know, I mean, you didn't have lights in this place until 1988. So, I mean, everything here for 81 home dates was a day game.
I did not know that.
1988, turn the lights on.
Chicago's a sports town, though. This population loves their sports.
Great, they brought football back to Wrigley. There's some trouble, and down goes Lausch. Sonny Styles.
As we roll it right here, there he goes off the, in between the right tackle and the right guard. Jim Knowles has sent pressure. Finally getting home there for Sonny Styles. I know I've mentioned the athleticism. A converted safety has added some weight, but maintained that speed, as you can see there.
First sack of the year, low snap handled by Renner. This kick is making its way down to Innes, and Innes pulls it in at the 36-yard
Not registered.
Fussell on the tackle. Give him 5 yards. Abuka with another reception. Just his second of the day.
Will Howard's just been so steady all season long. Again, it had to fill that hole. Kyle McCord decided to transfer out. He wasn't the highest rated quarterback in the transfer portal, but in my opinion, he's just been perfect for this offense. He operates it so well. He's dangerous as a runner. And his leadership has really been key, Jeff.
Just expands the playbook for Chip Kelly as Henderson following his tight end. Another gashing run for Travion Henderson. And just his ability, Jake, and what he has gone through at Kansas State. His journey is unlike any other journey, right, to set him up for this situation to be successful.
It wasn't like the sexiest headline when Ohio State got Will Howard, and he just continues to get better every single week. His completion percentage is outstanding. 4 of his last 5 games been above 80%. He operates this this offense perfectly, and
good play fake. Howard gets it out of his hands. There's Henderson out of the backfield. A jump! Oh, man! We'll call it a Saquon Barkley, but he didn't turn around in midair. How about the hops from Travion Henderson?
And he's shown it all today. We've seen him dance down the sideline. We've seen him run some dudes over. Jumping over a dude. Michael, what's the vert there? 40 inches? 50 inches? Travion Henderson is just so special. He does that, but he's also a great blocker. He can do it all.
People's in the ball game, and he makes the carry, first carry of the ball game. With hops like that, Henderson could be robbing home runs here at Wrigley.
He could. He could do it all.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
Wow.
One play off, and Henderson right back in there. Jake, did you ever try and jump over a tackler like that?
No. I believe Socrates said, know thyself. That's not me. I think my vert is about 30. It's the most average vert of all time.
You lowered the pad level, is what you did.
Yeah.
Smart.
I don't have hops like Travion Henderson. I wish I did.
Over the middle, incomplete.
He got there early.
That's what Bennett Christian wanted. He wanted a flag, didn't get it.
Oh, he got there early. Coco Azuma. Watch this. Let's see when he makes contact. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's early. It's close, but he got there early for sure. How's they keeping their offense on the field? We haven't seen Will Howard run too much today. This could be an opportunity.
Just one carry officially. He's been clean too.
2 for 2 on 4th down.
Sprint left. Throwing for the corner. Looking Tate's way. It was incomplete. Fussell on the coverage again. And the Buckeyes will turn it over on downs. First time they have not converted on a 4th down in this game. Good defense by Fussell. So against Indiana this year.
And this is a different Indiana team.
Lausch is free and he'll slide down. They're going to give him the first down.
Much different Hoosiers team. And Hoosiers on a bye week right now. Came off a physical win against Michigan. More of a defensive battle for them in that game.
2 straight weeks that the Buckeyes are going to match up against a team that's coming off of a bye. Lausch throws it away. Had some heat on him. Had some heat on him. This Indiana team, and congrats to Curt Cignetti, by the way, signing a new contract today. Contract extension, 8 years, $72 million. Very, very deserved, yes.
They're the story of college football. You go to the Big Ten Media Days, they were picked to kind of finish towards the bottom of the conference. At most, people thought they had a chance to maybe be average, but Curt Cignetti, he tried to tell us.
Google me.
Yeah. And last December he said Purdue sucks. Obvious, that's their rival. Then he said, you know, he waited a second. He said, you know what, Ohio State and Michigan suck too. So I'm sure Ryan Day is going to be playing that video to get his team fired up ahead of next week's matchup.
Lausch goes down. I mean, he had a swarm of Buckeyes.
SWB audio capture not registered.
Jackson was in there.
That's what C.J. Hicks does really well. You saw him coming right off the right side. Cam Porter was trying to block him, but he hit him with a nice little move. C.J. Hicks, linebacker, but really he's at his best downhill. I mean, there's a chance maybe he evolves to like an edge rusher, almost like Abdul Carter did for Penn State. He was a freak athlete, high-rated linebacker coming out of high school. Hasn't really found his role outside of now. He's kind of finding that role as a downhill pass rusher.
3rd and a mile, hits the tight end. Thomas Gordon slips a tackle, spins, and then brought down near midfield.
To go back to Indiana, that team, what's I think one of the big strong points for the Hoosiers is their belief in each other.
Yeah.
You know, like Cignetti, we mentioned, he says, Google me. He understands his process. They went to the transfer portal, brought in a number of JMU guys, brought in Curtis Rourke from Ohio University. So they felt they had the ingredients to have a special year. But every single week as they won and as they dominated, their confidence has grown. And it's almost like divine in nature, almost prophetic how everything's led up to this matchup next week, Ohio State, Indiana.
Lausch across the middle, first down. Kurtz again with a reception. 7th catch for Bryce Kurtz, and it moves the chains on 4th and 12.
He loves that dig route. That's been the go-to route. It looked like Ohio State was playing single high coverage, meaning Matthews had outside leverage. So Kurtz was able to beat him on the in-breaking route.
Lausch again checks it down to Porter. Back to Indiana. A lot of people talk about their schedule. And I think that it's an empty argument, the way that they've been playing. Yes, I understand they haven't played the tough schedule like teams in the past have, but they play such good complementary.
SWB audio capture not registered.
I understand it at some level, right? They haven't played those high-ranked opponents, but they've dominated when they've had the chance.
Lausch flushed out and throws it away.
And one thing, we can look at common opponents, right? That's what we can do. Indiana played Nebraska. Ohio State played Nebraska. They played them back-to-back weeks. Indiana dominated Nebraska, ran all over them, and then Ohio State, that was a sneaky game. I mean, Nebraska had the ball with a chance to win on the road in Columbus. So, I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup. I think a lot of people are going to expect Ohio State to win that one, but I expect a competitive ball game. And the way Indiana's offense operates, they're multiple, very similar to the Buckeyes. They can do a lot of different things.
Hoosiers have some grown men on that roster, too.
Yes.
Playing football together for a long time. 3rd down for Lausch and the Wildcats. Lausch surveying. Back across his body, first down inside the 10-yard line. Calvin Johnson with the catch. Dangerous throw. Lausch needled it in there.
Jack Lausch playing one of his better games of the season against one of the better defenses they've seen all season. It's a good job of buying time. There's 2 plays you have to defend when playing Northwestern. There's the first play, and then that's the second play outside the pocket.
First and goal, incomplete. Hayden Elegon was the intended receiver. Jermaine Matthews with the coverage. Ohio State's big on Matthews on that cornerback position.
Again, depth is key. Igbinosun, Denzel Burke, there's your starters, but Matthews, they feel good when he's on the field, and he's their future. What's always so impressive about the Buckeyes, and I knew this even from my days playing against them, is they'd rotate guys in. It'd be a backup, and you'd watch the backup play, and you're like, wait a second, that's an NFL player. Like, they have NFL players sitting on their sidelines.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
Pressure coming. Lausch got rid of it, and it's incomplete. Henning couldn't hang on. Lorenzo Styles in on coverage, and Bryce West, the freshman corner, too.
It would be great for Northwestern if Jack Lausch could build off of what he's done today. He's got the talent, obviously, right? Like, he makes some nice plays with his feet, a great competitor, tough as nails. But if he can give this offense the accuracy and the decision making that he's had for the most part today, Northwestern's a team that can be dangerous in the future.
Third and goal. Lausch in trouble. Fourth and goal coming up on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. Ohio State in control from Wrigley.